Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live Wednesday. Hi Mike, I think you are the only one watching me right now. Wow, thank you. I'm going to start right now since it's 7 o'clock. So the project I'm going to show you today is with this team, I would say a bag, and when you open it up, and I have some 3x3 cards. So this is the project I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to get started. Okay, I'm going to switch this to the view so you can see my action. And this is my this week's hostess code. So if you place a $35 order, and I will send you the kit to make today's project. So I'm gonna just set this aside. At the end, I will remind you the code again. So we have this tin box from Stampin Up many years ago, and as you know, Sylvie has everything. So I just think, I need to use them to make some project, and this will be the perfect time. I also has a smaller size. This is a 5.5 times 5, and I think this one is 4 by 4. So I felt like pretty much you can find all other different sizes at online, or actually you can find some similar kind of tin box here at Dollar Tree. I think I see them sell some of this at one point of time. So this just gives you idea how to use our new crafting with you stamp set to make this awesome cute project. And this will be great for putting the gift card, candy treat, or any other little things. So I feel like any size will do, especially with the crafty frame. they will really appreciate this kind of neat and crafty gift. So this is the stamp set I'm gonna to use. Like I mentioned last week, we have the die come with this. They are not only cut out those those images, but they actually cut out more extra stuffs, such as like this hoop, right? And also we have a yarn here, so they actually, you can put in this kind of basket, or you can put in this kind of basket. Also, there's some extra scissors, rulers, and spool, you know, for the yarn, for the thread, and the little heart, different kind of shape. So actually, when you have this stamp set with this die, you can actually make all kind of project for all occasions. So I'm just gonna to get started. Since I already have this team with me, so this is a 5.5 and the 5-inch. And the paper I'm using today is the Countryside ink. This paper is a lot of blue color combination. So you can see one side is the floral design. I feel like at first when I see this, I feel like this like the wallpaper probably from 80s, but so I don't really care for them. But after I look, I just think they are actually so cute. Like this paper, can you see the little bunny here? That's detail I was not able to see on the catalog. And also this piece of paper, this blue floral combination has a different birds. And this one actually has fox. So the other side is more basic pattern, and I love blue. I did not realize that when people ask me, I always say I like pink and the purple, but when I go to my closet, I see actually my clothes, I have the most color is the blue. So after I work with this paper, I just really like this a lot. This is called Country ink, and I love this because it's 12 by 12. Hi Beverly. So I'm using this paper today. So you can cut the paper based on your theme, okay? So like I said, this is from Stampin' Up long time ago, and actually I think you can find those theme box with the lid online, maybe at the Michael's Dollar Tree they have some, but I'm just thinking I'm using them to make the project from my inventory, and I show you guys how to make this. Just want to give you some idea, okay? So how to use that to make the crafty gift. So since this is a 5.5 inch, so I have this is 4 3/4 by 3. It's just based on my theme box, okay? So you can use any way you want. So I am just gonna to cut the designer series paper. Okay, so I'm always like them like a 1/2 inch smaller, like that. And as you can see, this one, because the edge is rounded, so I round it, okay? So if you have the corner punch, great. you can just round it here, so make it more polished. If you don't have it, that's totally fine. So since I have it, I'm just gonna to show you. And some people, when they have this kind of punch, they are not sure how to use it. So I'm not sure if you can see it from here. There's a, okay, now once I push down, you can see here has a little tiny bit, the 90-degree angle here. So this is the place you're going to put your paper, the corner in here. So that means when you put it in, can you see it? It's just, okay, it's actually just cut this tiny bitty piece. Okay, so some people was having problem to use it because they just try to use the guide here. Pretty much they will cut out perfectly, but sometimes I do have some problem with it. So just want to make sure you cut the corner well. So I always turn to the back and make sure they are in that tiny bitty like corner here. Okay, so I'm just gonna to do two sides, and like I said before, I need to change my bad habit, because when this is not good. Okay, since I'm going to hide this over here, so I'm gonna to cut another corner here. When I see a project on Facebook or Pinterest, I know we can save the Pinterest, but I find out every time I don't go back to see them. I will look through my pictures, so I just do the screenshot. And for this project, I took this idea from somebody, but I don't know who. So I just want to know this part. I kind of casing, I guess, copy from the lady, and because I only took the picture for the screenshot, so I really don't know who was that from. And that when I try to find it, I cannot find it. So I don't want to take the credit for that. If anybody know, let me know. So yeah, so just I don't want to take other people's credit for that. But if something, but inside this, I create my own, so I will take credit for this. So I'm just gonna to glue this. Then I am using one of my favorite die set, which is a stylish shape. I like about this, if you only can have one set of die, this will be the one I go, because I like the stitch detail, and also I like them, they have this basic shape. Of course, Sylvie has all the dies, right? So I don't need to choose, but if you only can choose one, that will be the set I use. So I'm using the largest circle. I'm just gonna do cut it, and I don't have the best table here. That's the reason I'm doing on the floor, so the table won't shake too much. Okay, so now we have the circle cut like that. Okay, I try to put things back to its case, because I only have a little table here. I don't know, I cannot find my thing like halfway through the project, so I just want to make sure I keep everything the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and I am using the new color, which is the return color, called Berry Bust. I like this hot pink, but a little bit subtle. It's not like Magenta Madness, but a little bit deeper. I don't know how to describe this color, so I'm glad other people like them too, so that's the return color. So I am gonna to put, when I stamp this, I put a little bit lower because as you see on the top, you will have other things. So the word, I try to stamp them as close to the edge as possible. Okay, life is better when you are crafting. Yes, love it. And since I'm here, I'm just gonna to stamp this die cut machine in the same color too. Hey, ooh, a little bit dark, but once it's dry, the color will be lighter. Okay, so that's the two color I'm using. Since I'm gonna do cut, I'm just gonna do cut everything at same time. So here, every time when I try to cut this detail image, I always use the washi tape, or you can use a sticky note to secure the die so they won't move. Okay, and I know sometimes if you have the magnetic plate, and you can use them, but I sometimes don't have very good luck with them. They still kind of move around, so I just want to do that to make sure I have a perfect image. Okay, and this is to cut the paper trimmer. I try really hard. Oh, here, this little thing here is the blade. This, I'm glad that they have this connect together, because I know if they don't do that, I will lose it. 100% guarantee. And I'm using the old color if you still have them. This is the soft suede. Okay, so I'm just gonna to use this since I still have some. Okay, I'm just going to use this. And also I am using the balmy blue to cut out the scissor. Okay, the scissor here, and I'm glad they have one piece together, so you need to cut this two times when you create the scissor if you want them in two different tones. Okay, so one times using whatever color handle you want, and the other one you just need to use the silver as a metal color. Okay, so I will show you how to assembling those. So I'm just gonna to cut all of this at once. Okay, so I'm cut. I guess I cannot cut two pieces at the same time for the scissors. Probably the paper is, because the silver color foil probably a little bit thick than the normal paper. Okay, see, this is the paper trimmer, and with that, we are not going to use that part today since this is a not very detailed, that part. So this did not cut well, so I try to cut it again. So let me lay it back, and okay, I can feel, okay, I try to put back to where we had before and put the washi tape over it. Okay, so now we have this cut. Okay, now I have everything cut here. That. Okay. So now I'm going to assembling that. So what I'm gonna to do is, okay, I guess here I need to put some more glue on the edge here, and the things, it's a little bit too much, so I'm just kind of wipe it out, so make sure it won't show. Okay, and I am gonna to do this first. What happened, I find out is I'm gonna to put this on here, then I decide how where I'm going to put my circle, because when I make this before, I try to make sure to show the word, but also try to make sure the paper card is inside the box. So I find out the best way to do this is just, okay, I am gonna to put a little bit paper. You can just use the scrap, like I have a lot, right? And you can tuck this in first. And this is the return color too. This is called Misty Moonlight. Okay, so I'm just gonna to put the glue like in the back. Then I'm gonna to put on here. See, in this way you make sure the word shows. Then I'm just gonna to put this on here. Then so in this way, see, you can see the word, but you also can see this paper trimmer is inside the card. Okay, now we are putting this die cut machine on here with pop dot. Okay, I'm just going to put 2 in the back like that. Okay, so now is the time to assembling the scissors. This is a little bit confusing for some of you, so my tip is, so you kind of line them together. This one has a hole here, okay, so you know these two are the same, and these two are the same. I always line them together first, so before you put on the glue, sometimes you will put the glue in the wrong side, okay? So you can either put the color one on here or the silver on the hand color one. So it's up to you, totally up to you. What I do is I like use this solid color. So what I'm doing is I'm just cut here, okay? Then I am put the glue on the blue. then there's a hole for me to line them together. Okay, and I will do the same thing on the others. There's a line here. I'm just thinking maybe that's a line they want us to cut, but I'm not sure. So I just do the way I feel is right. So if you find out what is the correct way, please let me know. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Melissa. Thank you for watching me tonight. So I am just gonna to put a little bit glue on this one, and this I'm gonna to so now you have your scissor. Okay, so I'm just gonna to use the side, this pop dot. Okay, I like the Stampin' Up one, so you can cut them. So I'm just going to put some here, and I think probably that's enough, because I don't think I can cut that skinny. You can try, but I'm not gonna to. So I'm just gonna to peel this off and put this in here. Okay, so this part, decorate the front part, is done. Oh, important things. When you do this, make sure the open is on the top. Okay, so you are decorate this side, so don't decorate this side, because you want to do this as a purse, so you can carry those. Okay, so if you are doing on this side, then you are not to use them as like a purse function. Okay, so now open this up, and they always has a area. This is how they close, right? So what I'm doing is I don't have the ruler with me, but it's okay, we just eyeball. So I'm using probably 1 inch here and 1 inch from here. This is where I want to have my ribbon. Okay, actually I need to mark inside, so it's like you can see from here, you do about 1 inch here, 1 inch here. You don't have to mark, but I just want to show you, and also it's easier for me. And there's something like this called crop adaly, I think that's how you call that. And if you know what is eyelet, this is the you know, in the past, long time ago, we still use eyelet, so this is the machine for you to use it. Also, you can punch the hole here and here with something very like a metal paper, like anything. So I like this. This is like a heavy duty hole punch. So I'm using, you can see there's 2 sides. This side they cut the skinny smaller hole, and this side they cut a larger hole. So I'm using the larger hole. And what I'm doing is, here you can see where you're gonna to punch the hole. So I'm just gonna to go through here. Hopefully you can see, and I can see the mark, and you can punch a hole on here. So now you have a hole punched. Oh, pretty good. I'm actually kind of have them in the same place, and you are also doing on this one too. Okay, so now you already punch your hole. So I will have this on my website, my post tomorrow, and with all the paper measurement and some of the themes I found in online. So yeah, just for your reference. And the ribbon I'm using, this is the new color, boho blue. The one I choose this is because this paper has all kind of shade of blue, and I like this one because this is a thick one. Okay, so I'm just gonna to do 10-inch. So what you do is you loop through the ribbon in here and you just tie, and you want to make sure, like I do twice, so the knot will be bigger, so we'll make sure they won't go through that hole. Okay, and if you see your ribbon, they are like a I don't know, fray, I don't know how do you say that. You can use the lighter just to burn the end. Okay, later I will show you how to do it, so this will look more polished. Okay, here. Okay, so you can choose, you want the handle is longer, so this 10-inch probably a little bit too short, so probably you want to do 12-inch. So you just need to make sure your knot is big enough so they won't go through the hole. Okay, so you can close it and it's like a purse, you can carry like that. Okay, and sometimes it's hard for you to open, so you can just hold on one side and you pull your ribbon so you can open this tin. Okay, so now we are making this 2 3x3 cards. I already pre-cut this, and when you do 3x3 cards, so the size is 6x3 and you fold them in half. Okay, let's do one first. We are doing this one first, so we are just gonna to cut the designer series paper 1/2 inch short. So this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm just going to glue this and that. And the flower I am using here is this flower from the stamp set. And the color I'm using, this is the new color we have, is very, very light pink, but on here you will see it darker, so it's called Bubble Bath. I think last time I already have my question, like why this called Bubble Bath, right? Because when I think about Bubble Bath, I think about the pink, blue color, like a baby blue. So you can stamp it like that, but this is the color. So there's a two-way to make this two-tone. I'm using the lazy way, which since the color of the flower is very light, so I'm just gonna to color my leaf color over it. Or if you just want to different technique, which will be you use the marker to color on the stamp, and before you stamp you half it, give some moisture, and you stamp, so then you will stamp the leaf and the flower in different color. But I'm using the lazy way, so I'm just gonna do color it like that. Okay, I'm seeing. So in this way you will have a leaf and the flower in two different color. And the color I'm using here is garden green. Okay, I'm just gonna to cut it. And using the die, sometimes you just need to find like that. Okay, so in here we're gonna to cut the hoop. So you need 2 pieces of this because you need to cut your hoop with the white. Okay, and then the other piece is you need to cut your hoop with your outside color, which is the soft suede. And I know the new color pecan pie will be a perfect color for that because it's like the wood color. Okay, so I'm just gonna to cut. I'm gonna to cut them at once and cut this flower. Okay, so now we have this. And can you tell, I really like this detail stitch circle. So you need 2 of this. Yeah, you can save this hoop, the white hoop, for later project. But right now, you need this. So we are gonna to glue this. I think actually, okay, if you want, you don't need to use the brown piece as a background, but you can put it down if you just feel like, I feel like people actually cannot see anyway. So you can either put this one down and we're going to pop dot this one, or actually you can just use the pop dot on here. So it's totally up to you. Since I'm gonna to save this one for my later project, I'm not going to use it. Okay, then I'm gonna to stamp, and there's a lot of good sentiment from the set, and I'm going to use this one, sending you a handmade heart. Okay, and the color I'm using is Misty Moonlight. Okay, just stamp in the center here. Then I am going to use the pop dot like that, and so you will raise this up. Okay, I'm gonna to use 1 pop dot to put the flower on here too. Okay, so we are moving on to our second 3x3 cards. Okay. Oh, and the inside we need since this is 3x3 card, so I like a quarter inch smaller size. So you just do 2 3/4, 2 3/4 white or any lighter color. In that way, people you can write the message, because I feel like even though this blue is a little bit not too dark, but it will be more polished if you have something inside for people to write. Okay, like that. And we are going to glue the inside piece for another card. and I'm choosing this one because I want something simple on the other side, so I use this one in the back. But I really like this bunny details, but anyway, we have to hide it like that here. Okay, then we are gonna to stamp the sewing machine. Okay. And the color I'm using for sewing machine is the smoky slate. Okay, and I am gonna to cut the image out with the matching die, so which is here. Okay, and I'm using the sentiment here, say with love. So since I'm thinking, okay, with love, then we needed something has a heart, right? So I searched my die and I found this little heart from this stamp set, this die set, Give It a Whirl. So this heart is from there. So I'm gonna to cut a white heart here. Okay, and also it's a mess right now, so I'm just going to show you in here. Okay, there's a lot of little tiny pieces here, so I'm glad they connect this together. So this is for your thread. Okay, so I'm gonna to use the smoky slate color, and this is the thread. This is a spool, the wooden spool, and this is the thread. So I'm using the let's see what color I have, that red and the yellow, Daffodil Delight and Puppy Parade. So I need those too. Okay, so I'm just gonna to run through the machine. Let's see. Okay. Okay, and just like I said, I normally have my die put on the magnetic sheet, and I went to Walmart the other day and actually they sold out. I've been there twice, probably within a month, and they just never get restocked. So a lot of my new dies don't have those magnetic sheet. So I just need to make sure I really be careful not to lose those tiny detail dies. Okay. Okay, I have this pre-cut. So can you see the detail? So they even has this, you know, stripe detail for the thread here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just putting glue on here. Ooh, not very good here. And then you can just put on here. See, they really look like the spool of the thread, like that. Okay. Oh, I think I did the wrong side. I glued the side has the detail, but okay. And the word I'm using is with love. With love. Here, let's see. Okay. With love. And I'm still gonna to use Misty Moonlight. Okay. So I'm just going to assembling this glue on the car. So I'm using glue the sewing machine, and I am gonna to use the pop dot for the hearts. And I'm using this smaller piece for my thread. Okay, you can do this way, and we do this way, like that. Okay, so then we are done. And you can buy those 3x3 envelopes from Stampin' Up. I think 40 of them for $11. So I think it's very good price. So this is the project we have today. So I will put like a set like here with 2 3x3 envelopes, and maybe with some candy. If you wrap your candy with this beautiful DSP, will be a super cute set. Okay, so again, whoever placed the order last week, I will mail out your kits tomorrow. They are ready, so I will mail them out tomorrow. And if you place the order this week until next Tuesday with this hostess code, I will send you the kit to make this project. So we'll have this with the paper, and I am not able to stamp any image for you because from the Stampin' Up policy, but I can score, cut out these details for you, but I just cannot stamp, so I'm so sorry, but that's just Stampin' Up's policy. So if you use this with $35 order with this hostess code, I will send this to you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you can join me and watch my project tonight. Hope you like it. And next week I will share with you some other project. If you like this video, please share, please like and share my video so more people can watch this. Thank you for watching me tonight, and have a great evening, and I will see you until next time. Bye.